Alright, so I'll admit, I usually don't drag home this kind of stuff, but this is a vine. Oh, I wonder where I'm going to be able to hide this now.
Alright, look at this vine she's got. What are you going to do with this? Hey guys, Kapper here. It's the day after Thanksgiving, so belated happy Thanksgiving to everyone. It's a cold one for down here. It's about a high of like 42-ish. I am going to attempt to finish that gravel turnaround, correct one of my mistakes there, and finish the whole thing before the winter dirt sets in. Because once the winter dirt sets in, it never dries until spring. So let's get some fresh air, have a little fun. And of course, Sharon was out in the woods. I caught her. She was busted using my saw, using my stuff, sneaking more wood in. So I'll help her just a little bit in between here on this gravel finish project. So let's get some fresh air. I mean, it is beautiful. It's not too windy. All right, now I'm going to try and move this tin. I got the forks as wide as I could get them. I don't know if it's going to bend in the middle or not. I think they're 20 footers, but we'll give it a try. So this next one, my first attempt is going to be to stack it on top of this one, but you'll see that's probably not going to work. Now, maybe I'll just set that stack down and get a bucket of 3-inch while I could still dump it over that. Let's try that. So my plan would have worked if I had a second person to just gently pull these off of here. The problem, what I didn't want to happen is if I put too much downward angle and slide them off, that they literally just slide off of the back and down into the ditch, which would be a nightmare in and of itself. So if I would have had an extra set of hands to pull these off gently, I could have made that stack work. But, well, live and learn, I guess.
Alright, so I'll admit, I usually don't drag home this kind of stuff, but this is a vine. Look at that. That's how big it is. And I cut it off down there. It goes all the way up the tree, which I'm not going to go all the way up there.
And hopefully we will be completely done here in a little while. So here's the starting point. First thing I'm going to have to do, I did not make that cut deep enough before. I mean, the cut was deep enough, but then when I added the 3-inch and the 1-inch, then it leveled it back out. So I got to take down. You could see I made like a temporary cut. take that down a little bit more and then finish running this whole thing together as one complete unit all the way across. I wish I didn't have to have this here, but well, maybe I could put a pipe here if I want. And let me think on that for a minute. I got plenty of them over here.
But I'm going to cut a chunk off because I've done this before where I use some smaller vine branches and it's like an actual tree. And the shape of this, pretty interesting.
And it's too wet right now, but once I finish this, I could easily fill this whole back piece in and make it one big giant turnaround. Look at this, we got solid pinch ice. Alright, so the first thing I have to do is I have to recut a drainage swale because there's a low spot here in the driveway right up here on your right. So I got to recut this and then feather it out so that this thing drains and stays dry instead of holding puddles like it does at the very moment. Okay, I got my swale cut. It's a little deeper than I would have liked, but winter is now upon us, so the main goal is just keep it well drained. I could always tweak it later if I want, so I'm going to bring some 3-inch on this left half, and then just the CA6 on the right half, and then a CA6 over the rest of it, and we'll feather it and blend it all together.
Oh, I wonder where I'm going to be able to hide this now. Well, maybe I should have started out with a smaller one first. But he always says, go big or go home. So, honey, I'm just listening to your words. Now I got to get this baby in. And you can see, you know, the vines have a loose bark. And then once that loose bark is off, and you sand that, it turns out to be a really nice wood, especially a dark wood, once you put a stain on it, or I mean a sealer, not even a stain. Yes, it was alive, but they grow down into the ground. They loop from tree to tree. So that, don't worry, I did not kill this. It's got many lives left. I have been eyeing this guy up for a couple of years now. Look at all the layers of wire and the wire that grew in it. I already used some of the top of it. This is an old cedar. I'm gonna see once just how rotten it is inside. If it's not too rotten, I definitely want to keep it. But one way to find out, there's already a hole in there from where the wire was. So I'm sure it's got a little damage on the inside. You look from down here, it looks like a totem pole. I know it's backlit. Alright, let's see if I can get it cut.
Got sidetracked here for a minute. Somebody wants a little hand cutting something.
I'm trying to cut the totem pole. I probably should have had the gas.
Oh boy.
I went all the way around it. Gotta get in the middle.
Why didn't you have me just pull it with the excavator?
Because I think it would have broke apart.
Alright, so she caught me on the way in. We got this totem pole old tree with barbed wire growing in it. Still good wood, a lot of red in there. At least it felt like it. So this will be a future project. I said there's a lot of red.
Yeah,
What do you, the heartwood you said?
Yeah. Well, heartwood red cedar.
Nice. All right, look at this vine she's got. What are you gonna do with this?
I don't know.
That's probably from there up to here. This joint is 7 feet. And then that downward is 2.5 to 3 feet. And then this is a solid 3 more feet.
You weren't supposed to be out here.
Oh yeah, I wonder where that's gonna go.
Well, I was thinking of a place. Don't worry.
Oh, an indoor place?
Nope. Outdoor lumberyard.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with that.
All right.
All right, that's it for today. This should get me through winter. Now I have space if I buy something, a couple pieces of equipment. Just don't tell Sharon that, but I think I got the pitch now, finally. But everything's just wet. I mean, I had to be really careful. I mean, you could see it's just sloggy and wet because we don't have enough pitch from the barn. But that's neither here nor there. It's still doable. So I'm glad I at least got this done before winter sets in, which is like right now just about.